Yeah. Oh, welcome to the South Bronx. We just went over 3rd Ave. Getting off. Over the 3rd Ave Bridge. These would be projects on 3rd, Mott Haven, down Willits. That's the Bruckner down there. Or, no, Major Deacon, I mean. That's the Bruckner back there. 177 Willits, Bronx Ave. This is my daily commute. I'm trying to get my channel a little bit more up to par, you know. I'm just starting out, so check out these churches. Look at those. Beautiful. Unbelievable, right? The projects. Looking. Alright, look at this brickwork. Look at this. You do not see brickwork like this. Where? This is all over this area. Look at this brickwork. Sorry for the bad picture, but this brickwork is everywhere, and I'm recording through a bus window, right? These are amazing. I mean, I wish you could see the detail better, but again, I'm recording through a bus window, and this is the first major street, 138th, in the South Bronx, right? But look at the fucking arches and the brickwork. You do not see brickwork like this. This is above and beyond, and it's the entire block, and that's old. But then again, same. It's brickwork, old, but you got keystones, lintels, arches, pillars, and it continues all the way down, right, to those churches. And the churches are Moorish. Look at the onion domes. It's a huge, beautiful domes, right? All copper. Again, look at the brickwork. You know, this is all the same area. All the same area. And you got all the same old world, giant, intricate red brickwork that we cannot do today. Like, you can tell this is a modern construction, right? But if you look, it's not level. The windows that start over there on this building are on the ground floor. But over here, the windows are another 4 feet above the ground level. You do not build buildings on a slant like this. That means the foundation had at one time been flooded. You don't build a slanted building. Why build windows into the ground? Doesn't make any sense, right? Again, this is what we build. Bland, boring, unbeautiful blocks. Compared to the old world construction of the red bricks we see around in townhouses from the 1800s, the brickwork is unmatched. And there's a commonality all over the world. You got pillars, arches, usually a dome, like those 8-sided onion domes that are a Moorish descent of usually copper, gold, even I've seen porcelain. And that is what we call Roman, right? That Roman design is every corner of the world. So it just doesn't make sense. Roman is a catch-all phrase for a one-time worldwide, highly advanced, technically superior seafaring race. I think it was the Phoenicians, Northern Italians. But, you know, the Jesuits and the Romans, when they merged with Christianity, basically rewrote, I should say, the history, adding 1,000 years. This would be the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages make no sense. In Rome, we had running water, aqueducts, and the finest quality cut stone, they say, with no technology. But then in the 1800s, London can't even, they're throwing shit out the window. They have no plumbing. It doesn't make any sense. They can't pave a road. So yeah, no. We've been lied to because America, I believe, got all their start and their buildings like Boston, Philadelphia, basically the colonies, right, were Native Americans and other cultures, and we basically murdered 8 million natives on this land and then stole their property and beautiful old world architecture that people think we built. But in the narrative, there'd be no way possible we could build this in the 1700s without electricity. This is my stop. There's a school. All you gotta do is look around, and it's everywhere. Sorry, sir. This is the daily commute. Right. I get off the bus, 144. That's my deli. This is my block. I love my block. Hello. You can even see there's remnants of these buildings everywhere. I mean, it's really amazing. These are the Mott Haven projects. They literally say this is the worst spot in New York City, the South Bronx Mott Haven projects. I have lived here almost 10 years on 144th, right here, right next to the Mott Haven projects, and never had anything happen to me. I mean, it's all hype, really, to drive down prices, because this is a beautiful area. It's an awesome place. The Bronx gets a really bad rap, but once you get to know people, you're fine. Look, I'm surrounded by that private school. There's another school here. There's another school there. I mean, maybe I'm lucky to live on this road, which I am, right? Because there's higher policing. But I mean, it's awesome. You got, people selling their goods, ice cream, or ices, shaved ices. Look, you got the fleur-de-lis with the balls and the wrought iron, old brick. But again, this isn't the, as I would call it, old world style, right? This guy's got the right idea. He just bought a little lot and then fucking put his trailer home in here. That's the way to do it. Barbed wire. Wow. That's pretty smart. Alright. Here, look at this old world red brick. Alright. And then you got this yellow brick, which is definitely recent, I believe. It might not be. Weird red bricks in the window. Right? I mean, but again, you got the same, style of it going into the second floor, right? And then you got these beautiful wrought iron gating. But look at the windows. The windows are below the street level, okay? You see, this is the street level, but the windows are below the street level. You got to look down, and then there's stairs going into what was once the front door at the ground level. Because you wouldn't build a building like this where you would have windows that are under the ground level and then dig it out like this. It makes no sense. That's not how you build. Nice little building though, right? I believe this has been stripped from what it used to look like. It's all been epoxied. The wrought iron is beautiful. It looks like it's just been painted. There's a real actual alley. I mean, crazy, right? Crazy. This is, again, the kind of townhouses that are everywhere in New York, right? They call them row houses. But as you see, again, you know, this is definitely mud flood territory. This building, school, right? I guess it might have been a church at one time, or a Catholic school, parochial school of St. Pius. Says it was built, well, who knows this date, but 1913, maybe that's when it was refurbished. Who knows, you know? But as you can tell, again, windows below ground level, right, where they had to cover them up. And this grading, all this is, we're on hollow ground. You see, this is all a different stone. It's slate. The grading, I am probably almost 20 feet off the ground. I don't think you can see that. But again, you can see that these windows are literally under the ground level. It doesn't make any sense. And these are hollow sidewalks because this has all been mud flooded. This building, right, is beautiful, has intricate brickwork, beautiful old arches, you know, like what we see. And then it's got the lentils, it's got the intricate brickwork. It has definitely been renovated to the point where they took things off and made it less noticeable that it was an old building. You could see the windows up here are much bigger. That looks like a door, but again, you got the arches, the two pillars, and then all the windows are underground level, and this is all hollow, underground. Why would you build windows under the street level? Makes no sense. So, again, this building, they say 1917. It's probably when they did all this, right? Again, huge arched window doors. Now, this is a charter school for little kids. I mean, look at the entrance. It's huge. Unbelievable, right? But this is kind of what the building looks like. Sorry about the quality again. And I don't know, you could maybe see the cross up there at the top in copper. Also, it says the school in copper. But this, again, it reminds me that it was refurbished. Like, all of this was done in 17. Now, on the other side, you got beautiful brick row houses, right? And you got the same deal where you got the windows, but these appear to be more recently modern and updated, because you could see that these windows, and then there's brick under the windows with the lintel on the bottom. Kind of weird. Again, steps going up to the second floor. You got the lintel. It's the same type of row house building all the way through. And it's all on the second floor, you know, all the same basic design. Of course, again, see the windows? See how that was the front door right in there, and then these windows, Very weird. And then obviously there's something deeper, right? This is not how you build a building. I mean, what's that fence gonna keep out? Again, same deal, all the way through. You got, beautiful, I believe some of this wrought iron is original, like these beautiful oxidized and painted grapevines, which is indicative of the Phoenicians. You got little pyramid pillars. Again, you go up, you see this beautiful brickwork, and then it looks like the crosses of the Knights of Templar and what looks like Tudor roses. And again, this one looks like it was better kept. So you get to see the trim. And then you get to see more Phoenician garland or frills that we see everywhere when you're looking. Again, window, and then a littler window. It doesn't make any sense how they build these buildings. I mean, I'm just showing you because this is my neighborhood, and this is the kind of shit I see every day all around now that my eyes are open. You don't build or design buildings like this. Why put the door where the windows are going to be in a snowy climate? Okay, well, it doesn't make any sense. And then why are these windows have obviously something deeper, and then lentils are never really on the bottom like you're seeing here? Those are usually on the top, right? And then you got this weird wood thing covering it up. Usually they're bricked. Then you got the iron that goes deeper. So who knows how deep this goes? Well, it probably goes like where I was standing, like 20 feet, like over on the other side. I mean, these beautiful, beautiful houses, the wrought iron, I mean, they keep them up well. Again, I was just looking at architecture. I live on in the building.
I know you live in the block, but
Yeah, no, I'm taking pictures of the how beautiful the row houses.
Thank you.
It's like
it's okay to record. There's no, I can't stop you from recording.
Yeah, no, no, I understand.
I need to see who's recording.
I understand. Like we got to protect the block.
Yeah.
I love this block, and I'm putting this on my YouTube channel to show how nice the South Bronx really is.
Yeah, no, because I live here for years, and I like to see who's.
Right, I've been living 8 years.
Coming in the block that don't even belong here.
Right. I've been living.
See you down the block.
I've been living here 8 years. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
Your house is gorgeous.
Thanks.
Take it easy, guys. Be safe, man. See you around. You too. Yeah, nice people. I mean, it's just a good environment. People watch out for each other. Again, look at this beautiful brickwork. You don't see this brickwork anywhere else. Here, I'm going to ask this guy if he's ever heard. Hey, I just want to know, have you ever heard of the mud flood theory?
The mud flood?
Yeah, it was a flood of mud. Okay. This is what I was kind of pointing out too. This building, right, this brick building, you notice how you never see beautiful, intricate brickwork anymore, like you see.
No, there is none.
Right. Like, and blocks, even if they make it, it's just a blocks and no detail.
Yeah.
No artisanship, no craftsmanship.
Nothing.
Okay, this building, you could see that they took time with the brickwork and how intricate everything is, right? It says it was built in September 7th, 1913.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's when it was built. I believe this building was already here, like a lot of these old world buildings. That horse and buggy, no electricity, hand tools were supposed to build these beautiful.
If you walk to the side of the building,
Right.
they covered it. Never mind. But you can still see the original wood beam right on the side.
I believe it. They usually stucco it,
Yeah.
and they covered up, and you know, they this is why I say
It was a header beam.
right. Exactly, but you notice that. Like churches have the domes and spires, and the domes are made of copper. There's always that Roman pillars, an A-frame, the arches.
Well, the cross is made of copper.
Right. I believe that's actually for free energy. Okay, check this
I
out.
already know where you're going with that.
But
I know exactly what you're talking about.
okay, you see the windows right there, the black? Those are windows. Why would you build a building where the windows are literally below the street level? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're talking about the Tesla theory.
Well, yeah, that's what the old.
As far as with the copper.
Right. It's atmospheric electricity, and it's a gather. That's why churches have copper domes and spires and an altar. You go to the altar to be inspired through electricity, Elohim, God, the light bearer. You know.
He's all energy.
Right. He could give you light or kill you.
Yes.
You see, this is my theory. Okay, I believe that there was a comet about 200 years ago, around the 250 years ago, that reset our old world, and basically, it's like a reset, right? And the comet, because the universe, I believe, is electric. It's, you know, we're in.
Well, everything is.
Well, they don't.
Even us.
Right, exactly. Electrons, and we're okay. So, but material scientists say that it's actually empty and cold, and there's nothing. No. The sun is more, or the Earth is a magnet. We have a north and south pole. The ground and the air acts as a basically a holder of energy. That's where the atmospheric energy comes from. That's the whole Nikola Tesla thing, right? Well, I believe a big planetary body like a comet came close to the Earth, and they arced. You know how, like, you get two wires because we're batteries.
Like a negative impact.
Like, you ever heard of the bolt of the gods?
Yes.
Okay, it'd be like a bolt of plasma-charged lightning from like the moon or a body like Mars through space that hit us, right? And when it hit us, it made a connection, right? That made all the ground become liquefaction, and basically it sunk all the buildings worldwide, because you can find this worldwide.
Well, we're talking about now pyramids.
Well, I believe everywhere there's pyramids.
Now, pyramids there's evidence that they had copper structure at the very point.
Right, and it's missing.
And if it's not that, it was the stone had some magnetic field to it.
Right, no, exactly. They knew what their materials did, and they layered them, right, to make basically stacking electricity. That's like fractal antenna stacking. It's all energy, all stuff we're just learning now.
Yeah, well, we're not.
Well, we knew about it. We lost it, though. Like, and now, I believe in 1851, there was the first World's Fair. It took us about 150 years to dig out of the mud flood. In an earthquake, there's a vibration when then the ground becomes liquid, a liquefaction.
Yeah.
I believe that's what happened with the world. Once you start studying it and looking across the entire globe, basically, the Roman type buildings and where there's pyramids, that was a colony of the Phoenicians, which was the first highly advanced seafaring world nation. Like, yeah, they set up Egypt. So check this out. Look it up in the news. They just found 100 brand new mummies and sarcophaguses in the necropolis in Egypt. They're fully painted with photo quality. The first time they ever seen it. They're all whitish Phoenicians. So they're not what you picture an Egyptian to be. So the Egyptians today are literally making money on somebody else's work. All the pyramids were built by the Phoenicians, who built these beautiful cathedrals in a time where we didn't have the technology or the well, they say.
Well, they say we don't. Yeah.
But
we don't have it.
see, I believe we did, and
We did, because if not, they wouldn't be finding more structures.
exactly, and I believe a lot of these buildings were already here, but they had to make a big grand, we built the fucking railroads and this that. No, they dug out the railroads. They were already here. Same with the subways in London, France.
Then we go black and tappy.
Right, that's been buried because they knew something was going to happen, and they preserved their culture.
Yes.
And this is like we see these buildings.
You should go to YouTube and watch Mystery History.
Right, I go there. I go to Lost History. I'm really into this subject because
Ancient architect.
right, exactly. Once you start seeing how we build today compared to the beautiful, intricate designs and how much craftsmanship these old world buildings are, when you start looking into them, there's never pictures of them being built. Okay? There's more pictures of them being destroyed. They have 17-foot thick walls, and they did all this. They could build these beautiful cathedrals, but have dirt roads. They can't pave a road.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. And then when you look around,
but there is evidence of more paved roads too.
right, like the Romans. Well, see, I believe our time.
It wasn't paved; it was stone.
Right, they did it right. It still lasts. We built a road at 6 years. It's,
well, it's all for profit.
exactly. Same with the oil industry. Oil isn't dinosaur juice. Come on. Why would you make a lifetime empire on dinosaur juice that you say is going to run out? No, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So they trick people. It's actually from heat, pressure in the ground, like our blood. It replenishes. This is why deep sea drilling goes below the line in which they say life started on Earth. But then where's that oil coming from if it's dead animals?
Yeah.
It's all a big.
It's all lies.
Exactly. And
That's what it is.
and the government-controlled schools program you into
they don't
believing
want you to
this
learn all
lie.
this stuff.
Because if you knew who you really were and came from, I mean, look at the architecture. We've gone down. The belief in evolution is separating us from God. That's what they wanted. And
Well, they don't want you awake. That's what it is.
right, and when you're awake, you're with God.
When you're awake, you get to talk, and they don't want to hear your mouth.
Exactly. All right, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, man.
I just,
All
that's.
right. I'm sorry. I didn't know who you.
No. I'm happy that you're looking out like that.
Got you, man. Take care.
How you doing? Yeah, I'll probably edit that out. But yeah, these buildings are on my walk home. Again, it's the same row house, same construction, the same. Well, basically, it's fixed from the mud flood, and there's such strong evidence now that we have a community of people looking into this. Once you start looking at the architecture and the symbolism around the world, it's the same architecture and symbols all around the world. It's Roman, but it's not. It's a catch-all. Look, you see, like, same symbols, same stuff. It's all because it came from a far superior technological race that were the main builders, I believe. And colonies were sprung up everywhere where you see pyramids. The Egyptians, or Egypt was a colony of the Phoenicians, I believe. They just found those 100 sarcophaguses and mummies with painted wooden sarcophagus, and you could look this up, but the paintings look exactly like northern Italian Phoenicians. So, I mean, it's almost indisputable at this point. Again, this is, beautiful. Well, no, I mean, regular building, our kind of construction, no flair, right? And then, look, we come to this building. Now, this building is old world. Sorry. the fuck was I looking at? No, alright. Again, bear with me. Okay, so you see, obviously it goes down much further. This is look at the base of this building, okay? Red brick. Okay, this is old. And you can see how much it's been kept up. But then, look at the amazing stones. I mean, look how old that is. It is absolutely crazy. And then the stonework, I mean, the brickwork, I mean, this is obviously damaged. But again, you got the same type of that Corinthian type of column, but it's literally built into the building. And you know, the archway coming in, right? You have this unbelievable keystones of the bearded man, right, with these gorgeous windows. And then there's another window down here behind these garbage cans, like you see. And again, it goes down because it's deep. Again, look at the window. Beautiful, right? How many times have we seen these Tudor roses with this shield or mirror that has nothing on it? Again, look at the intricate brickwork. Look how old these stones are, right? Now that's modern fill for that beauty. They did that. And then they did that garbage over there instead of, because they can't reproduce this, right? And if they did, it'd be so expensive. Again, look how they built this brickwork. You do not see anything close to brickwork like this in the modern day. I mean, it is unbelievable. This is showing off in brickwork, okay? There's no reason for a building to have this kind of unbelievable brickwork. You know how much harder it makes a building to do this? Like, it's double the price probably with the amount of attention to brickwork and detail to build like this. I mean, it's literally showing off. And this is what they do now. They cover it up, make it garbage compared, you know. But you see, they still kind of keep the same, well, try to. And then you got a shell, you know. Again, going downstairs, going up, right? The brickwork's still the same. Look how old those brownstones are. I mean, look at that aging on that stone. All the way up to the curved, arched windows, right? And then it has this weird break in it, but it's all one building. Maybe it was taken off, I don't know, to add the ugly fire escape, obviously retro. But yeah, this is a perfect proof. Again, this brick column, right? Oh, that's